The biography of Imam Waliullah Dehlawi. As we mentioned before, that whenever you are starting a book in a specific science, so you are in need of a few things. Number one, the definition of that science, which we have done already. Definition of that science. Number two, the subject matter of that science, what this science is talking about. Number three, the purpose of that science, that what purpose you are going to study it. Number four, the biography of the author. Because in the saying and writing of everyone, the situation and circumstances he is living therein, that also affect his saying and his writing as well. Does it or not?
Yes.
So you have to know that what was the situation when this Imam was living therein. Got it? The circumstances. And number five, the status of the book. That what is the status of this book in the eyes of ulama of this science. So to tell you the truth, nobody else has written in this science a complete book before Imam nor after Imam. Got it? Neither before Imam nor after Imam. Yeah. Whosoever is writing after Imam, they are taking it from his book. Got it?
Yes.
So you can call it that this was a gifted knowledge to Imam. This was what? A gifted knowledge to Imam. So Imam Waliullah Rahmatullahi Alayh, he was born Wednesday, 14th of Shawwalul Mukarram. Shawwal, the Eid al-Fitr month. 14th of Shawwalul Mukarram. 1114 after Hijrah. Year was 1114. At sunset time, at sunrise time, not sunset. At sunrise time, Waqtatulu'l Shams. So that's why the ulama said, كَأَنَّهُ شَمْسُ هَذَا الْعِلْمِ قَدْ طَلَعَتْ. Like he was the first ever son of this science that he was risen. And this was 4 years before the death of Malik Aurangzeb al-Mughal. Aurangzeb Alamgir. They call him what? Aurangzeb Alamgir. Mughal king. His father, Shah Abdul Rahim, he was a great alim, known for his taqwa. He saw in his dream Sheikh Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. Sheikh Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki, Rahimahullah. He is a well-known Wali of Allah. Yes, in subcontinent, that area, everybody knows his name. Sheikh Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki, Khwaja Bakhtiyar Kaki. Briefly we say, Khwaja Bakhtiyar Kaki, Rahmatullahi Alayh, who passed away in 633 after Hijrah. Yes, 633 after Hijrah. Bakhtiyar Kaki, Rahmatullahi Alayh. So he saw this great wali in his dream. He was telling him that you will have a son who will be a great man and great personality. But give him my name, Qutbuddin Ahmad. His name was Qutbuddin Ahmad. So give him my name, Qutbuddin Ahmad. But when Imam Waliullah was born, his father forgot about the dream. So he named him as Waliullah. But after a few years, he recalled his mind that, oh my God, I had forgot that dream. Khwaja Kaki Rahmatullahi alayh, he has given me a wasiyah to name him after his name. Got it? So that's why he clubbed that name of Khwaja Kaki with the name of his son. So now when we mention Imam Waliullah, so we say Waliullah Qutbuddin Ahmad. His name is Waliullah Qutbuddin Ahmad. And as you know that there is one ilm that is called Ilmul A'dad. Ilmul A'dad. Numbers against words. Numbers against words. That's called Ilmul Abjad also. Ilmul Abjad. So in Ilmul A'dad is the year of his birth. If you will put the huruf and the letters against that number, so it comes Azimuddin. It comes Azimuddin. Azimuddin means the great personality in Deen. And his nickname is Abu Abdul Aziz. Abu Abdul Aziz, after his son Shah Abdul Aziz. Imam's lineage. From father's side, Imam was from the lineage of Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala an. That's why somewhere you will see his name, Waliullah al-Faruqi. Waliullah al-Faruqi, and sometimes we say Waliullah al-Umari. Yes, either his nickname or his own name. Waliullah al-Umari or Waliullah al-Faruqi, Umar al-Faruq. And from mother's side, he was from the offspring of Imam Musa Kazim. So here his lineage from mother's side goes to Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an, and from father's side to Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab. Like Majmu al-Bahrain. Yes. Meeting point of two oceans. That's the Shah Waliullah's meeting point of two oceans. Because genes, it has its own effects. Got it? Two genes. Sayyidina Ali and Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab. His father, Shah Abdul Rahim, he was a very close student of Allama Mir Zahid al-Hirawi. He was from Herat. He was the Kaka of Nasim. Allama Mir Zahid al-Hirawi. Herat. So we don't use the word, or Arab don't use the word Herati. They say Hirawi. Got it? Allama Mir Zahid al-Hirawi. But he was in India. His ancestors were from Herat. He was from India. In logic or in mantiq, he has a famous book that is part of the text in Madaris, and that book is also called Mir Zahid. after his name? Mir Zahid.
Zahid or Zahid?
Zaza, from Zuhud.
Yeah, but Ha, Zahid.
Ha Zahid, yes. From Zuhud. So his father was Hanafi Faqih in India. His mother's name was Fakhrun Nisa. She was the daughter of Sheikh Muhammad Pulati. Sheikh Muhammad Pulati. Pulat, that is a city in India. Pulat? Yes. That's a town, not big city. That's what? That's a town. Pulat. Pa, the same pa which is our language with the three dots, yes. Not in Arabic. Yes. When Imam was 5 years of age, he started learning. In 2 years, he completed the Hifz of Quran. So he became Hafiz when he was 7 years of age. Huh?
Unbelievable.
Allah is creating people for his job. Yes. When he wants someone to be a Nabighah or a genius.
A girl memorized Quran 8 and 9 years with Parsi translation, full translation. With full translation of the Quran. With her.
Then he started learning some Rasail or small books of Arabic and Farsi. For 1 year. Then he started ilm al-sarf and ilm al-nahw. Sarf and nahw, grammar, Arabic grammar. When he was 8 years of age, so he was studying the utmost highest book in the text of grammar, Al-Fawaid al-Diya'iyya. Al-Fawaid al-Diya'iyya. Al-Fawaid al-Diya'iyya. But famous name of this book, this is not known to most of the people. Yes, in text we call it Sharh al-Jami. We call it Sharh al-Jami. That's actually the explanation of the book of Hafiz ibn Hajib, Al-Kafiya fil Nahw. Hafiz ibn Hajib, he has written, such a difficult book that it has one sentence. And in the whole class, you will learn only one sentence. Because, for example, he starts his book, Al-Kalimatu lafzun wazi'a li ma'anan mufradin mufradun. Yes, so then the teacher, he starts that Al-Kalima, Alif Lam, that's of two types, Ismi and Harfi. And Ismi, that's in the meaning of Allazi wa khawatuha. And Harfi, that is of four types, Alif Lam Jinsi, Alif Lam Adi Khariji, Alif Lam Istighraqi, Alif Lam Adi Zaini. And Kalima, that's from Kalama Yaklamu. And Kalama Yaklamu bi ma'na jaraha yajrahu. Kalima and word which is coming out of the mouth of a human. Yes, why it is called kalima? Because if that's a bad kalima, so it injures and harms like the sword and the knife. And then they say, Jarahatu sanani lahal tayamu, wala yaltamu ma jarahal lisanu. So then they say, al kalimatu. So now it is must in mubtada, in Arabic grammar, to be mu'arraf, because nakira cannot be a mubtada. So that's why Hafiz ibn Hajib, he started his book with al-kalimatu, not with kalimatu. Shaykh Muhammad, this is a jadoo. This is what? This is magic. This is a magic. Yeah. At that time, in such an age, we don't understand that but you have to memorize all these things. Yeah. Later on, you will come to know, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bless that teacher of mine. Now I came to know that what was the purpose of this type of Majnunana work. Got it? So anyhow, الفوائد الضيائية شرح الكافية. شرح الكافية. Ibn Hajib has written one book in Nahw, that is a very difficult book, and one book in Sarf, that is the utmost difficult. In Sarf, that is Ash-Shafiyah, and in Nahw, that is Al-Kafiyah. And there are tens of interpretations in volumes on these small books. The books are like this, look, this much book. But there are tens of volumes on every book to interpret it. Got it?
Yes.
And then after that, he started studying al-ulum al-mutadawila al-aqliya wal-naqliya. What was in nisab and text at that time? The aqli ulum and the naqli ulum. So he was a graduate alim when his age was 15. And he started teaching with his father. From the very beginning, Imam studied with his father. He was teaching until 1143 after Hijrah. When his age was 30. Many years was? 30. So it means that he taught for 15 years. When his age was 30, so he traveled to Haramain. He arrived in Mecca, 15th of Zulqa'dah, 1143. He performed the Hajj. And then he went to Medina al-Munawwara. He learned there in Haram-e-Nabawi from Sheikh Abu Tahir al-Kurdi al-Madani. Sheikh Abu Tahir al-Kurdi al-Madani. So he heard from him or listened from him Sahih al-Bukhari. Also, the Sahih as-Sitta, the remaining Sahih as-Sitta, Muslim, Abu Dawud, Tirmizi, Nisai, and Ibn Majah, and Muwatta of Imam Malik, Kitabul Asar of Imam Muhammad ibn Hassan, and Musnad of Imam Darimi. And he requested for ijaza in other books of hadith as well. Then he came back to Mecca. All this happened in 1 year. So then he came back to Mecca. And performed another Hajj. Also, he learnt al-Muwatta from Sheikh Hafidhahullah al-Makki al-Maliki. Sheikh Hafidhahullah al-Makki al-Maliki. And he was sitting there in the classes of Sheikh Tajuddin al-Makki al-Hanafi. In the classes of Sahih al-Bukhari. Also, some portions of Sahih Sitta. He requested from him the sanad as well. And came back to India in 1145. That was Friday when he arrived in India. And he started teaching once again. Now look, all over those areas. Look, those who are, there are 3 major Sunni sects in the area. 3 major Sunni sects in the area. Deobandi, Barelvi and Ahle Hadith. Deobandi, Barelvi and Ahle Hadith. Bangladesh, Malaysia, Indonesia, Pakistan, India, Afghanistan. This whole area, their hadith sanad is going through Imam Waliullah Rahmatullahi to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Got it? Because he was the one who started that there. Got it? Otherwise, people used to study fiqh only. They used to study ulum aqliya and usul al-fiqh and fiqh and tafsir. Yes. And hadith, they said that there is no need of studying hadith because fiqh is actually the cream of hadith. Already we got it. So Imam Rahmatullah alayh, he is the one who started that. Got it? He himself, in one of his book, that book name is Al-Juz'ul Latif. Al-Juz'ul Latif. في ترجمة العبد الضعيف. في ترجمة, in biography of this weak slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he has mentioned his biography in that book. And he said that as my father, he was a wali of Allah. I don't know that maybe he got inspired by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you are going to Allah. You are going to Allah very soon. So he said that on one side I was graduating, on the other side my father arranged my marriage. He arranged my marriage. So he said that I was 15 when I married. In his presence, he taught for 2 years because his father passed away when his age was 17. Imam Rahmatullahi alayh passed away Saturday, 29th Muharram, 1176. 1176. That was August 20th, 1762. He passed away at Zohar time. And he was buried there in Delhi. Now Najam will show you one of our friends, he visited his grave. Yes, now, last month. You have it. Yeah, so he will show you the grave because the Sheikh Tamim, he went to India, so he sent him a picture of Imam Rahmatullahi alayh. Oh, remind me, I will give you some other information for Sheikh Samir. Yes, I got it freshly. Yeah, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala, he's in Istanbul. Yes, and Wahb ibn Ushaira radiyallahu ta'ala, he's in Istanbul. Sufyan ibn Uyayna, he is in Istanbul. And all three, they are in a masjid, but Wahb ibn Ushaira and Amr ibn al-As on one side, and Sufyan ibn Uyayna on the other side. Got it? And then there is another town which is called Azmir. I don't know how far that is from Istanbul. Yes, Azmir. Yeah. With Azmir, there is another town that is called Ephesus, or Ephesus. 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 There is an old house. It is said that when Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, he was under custody of those people, yes, who were going to hang him or whatever. Yes. So he said to one of his followers, from 11 followers, one of them, John, he told John, take care of my mom. They are going to kill me, so you should take care of my mom. So John took Sayyida Maryam to Turkey. And then there is the old house where Maryam stayed for some time after Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. Later on, once again, she went back to Palestine, but anyhow. So this portion you should send it to. Yes? There is no need of reminder.
Yes.
Yeah? This portion, just click it and send it to. Got it? Next time you, yes. Got it? Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he married the daughter of Sheikh Ubaidullah Pulati. Sheikh Ubaidullah Pulati. And from that wife, he got one son by the name of Sheikh Muhammad, and one daughter by the name of Amatul Aziz. Then after her death, he married another noble lady. Her name was Irada bint Sanaullah. Irada bint Sheikh Sanaullah. So he got 4 sons from this lady. Shah Abdul Aziz al-Muhaddis, Shah Rafiuddin, Shah Abdul Qadir, and Shah Abdul Ghani. And Shah Abdul Ghani has the famous son, Shah Abdul Aziz, Shah Rafiuddin, Shah Abdul Qadir, Shah Abdul Ghani. Now this Shah Abdul Ghani, he had a son who is famous especially in Salafiyah. Yeah? Shah Ismail Shaheed, Rahmatullahi alayhi. Saheb Taqwiyatil Iman. Yes. The Saudi Arabia, they are printing this book in abundance. In English and Urdu and yes. Got it? Taqwiyatul Iman. That's for Shah Ismail Shaheed. After the death of Imam Waliullah, his son Shah Abdul Aziz, he took care of his 3 brothers. And also he took care of Shah Ismail Shaheed. Even though Shah Abdul Aziz was the elder brother, but all his 3 brothers died before him. When King Aurangzeb al-Mughal passed away, Imam was only 4 years of age. After Aurangzeb Alamgir, there was a turmoil in India. There was turmoil in India. And that turmoil was spreaded by the Shari'ah, East India Company. I hope. East India Company. You know the whole history. East India Company is the British company who came to India. First they controlled the business and the economy. Got it? And what they were doing? Yes, they were throwing the walis of one area over the other. Yes, divide and rule. Got it? So when they made the whole India too weak, so then they grabbed the power. Got it? So, after Aurangzeb, the Shia sect, they took control of the kings. So a king was coming, after 6 months, 8 months, or 1 year, he was gone, another came. Imam in his lifetime, he saw 10 or 11 kings, one after the other. And they were kings by name. Their hands were tied. Everything was controlled by the Shari'ah, by the company. Got it?
Yes.
So when Imam came back from Haramain, so he did two things. Mostly the Muslim, they were doing all that what the Hindus were doing. Yes? And also the Ahl Tashayyu, yes, they are also doing the same thing. Got it? So he started a rejection of bad customs of Hindus and also evil faiths of Ahl Tashayyu. And also the khurafat, the bad things mixed with tasawwuf and suluk. So he was fighting on so many fronts. And he was trying to attract people towards Kitab and Sunnah. فَرَحِمَهُ رَحْمَةً وَاسِعَةً. So then next topic will be Imam and his work. But let me renew my wudu.